Hello, welcome to Monday. Another glorious morning. The sun is streaming through, so I'm hoping it's not going to get in the way of the filming too much here today. And this is day one of our campaign. So welcome to the campaign. I've had some technical issues this weekend, and I'm sure I'm not the only person who's found that trying to use things like Wi-Fi. Hello, someone's just given me a thumbs up. Oh, pass a comment in, I can see who it is then. So if you're joining, do pop a comment in. Yeah, there were some Wi-Fi issues at the weekend, so I had lots of plans to do some kind of information posting out. So unfortunately, they'll probably come out today. But for now, this is it. This is day one of our hi Hilary, of our 6-week campaign. So last week I talked about how helpful it was going to be. Oh, I think that might be Amanda. Yeah, hi Amanda. Our campaign, so 6 weeks, we're going to work together, and I'm going to support you on a Monday with a Facebook Live, and it's all about meditation. And we know it takes time for the neural pathways that communicate in the brain to rewire themselves. And so there's this kind of date now that's banded around. It takes 40 days to develop a habit. So 6 weeks, it's a little bit longer than 40 days. But if we meet on a Monday here, and I'll talk you through some ideas, and we'll do a little bit of meditation. And then we'll meet again on Friday, and it will be a Zoom call. So it'll be a little bit longer, 12:30 to 1, and it's all free. So in between time, I'm going to be dropping into Facebook Live on a Wednesday and a Friday still, just to do this short little snippet. So the Wednesday will be about touch, and Friday will be something different, just something out of the Pick and Mix Wellbeing toolkit. But at the moment, this is all about rewiring for health. So we'll do some basics. Last week I gave you a little guided meditation. I'm hoping that you're all going to be sat comfortably in an upright position. So if you're not, please do adjust yourself, and we'll put our feet on the floor. Have your feet and your knees hip distance apart, and then just slowly kind of rock forward and back on the pelvis. So tipping your kind of bottom down a little bit and then rolling back up. And see if you can find a position for your pelvis to be in so that your spine kind of just automatically starts to grow a little bit taller. And hopefully you'll get a sense of that for yourself. And then when you find it, you're just going to kind of stay there. Your feet are going to give you support all the way up to the crown of the head. And one of the prompts I like to use is if you've got this invisible string through the spine and up through the crown of the head, teasing you upwards. Maybe it's like the back of the head just gently goes up towards the ceiling as well. There'll be a very subtle drop of the chin towards the chest, so not kind of exaggerating here, just a tiny little subtle drop of the chin. And you can choose where you place your hands. Most comfortably is usually to place the palms down, or you could place open palms on the thighs. Now this shape, these open palms, this is a mudra. Pashupata mudra, which is handful of flowers, petals, sorry, not flowers. So it's all about openness and acceptance. So it's a nice one to do, very easy. And then just letting the whole of your kind of upper body take support now, or feel supported from the ground, so that these shoulders and the arms can kind of drop into the ground as well, through the hands resting on the thighs, and gently kind of connecting in. So eyes can be open or closed. I'm going to keep my eyes open for this. And if you're having a soft gaze with eyes open, you'd kind of be directing your gaze down the bridge of your nose to the floor in front of you. And if the eyes are closed, really inviting the eyes to kind of drop back so they can rest. So all of the muscles around the eyes can just have a little bit of breathing space. So welcome to those who are joining in. We're just sitting in a supported position with our feet on the floor, hands rested on the thighs in this open gesture of openness and acceptance, allowing the spine to be tall and the chin to just gently come down towards the chest. And we'll just stay here for a moment. So wriggle if you're not comfortable. It's really important, this, because if you're uncomfortable, you're just going to hold tension. So see if you can get yourself 1% more comfortable, and then hopefully you can just settle in and you can stay. So with the eyes closed, soft gaze inwards, or the eyes open with a soft gaze down the bridge of the nose, I want you to just playfully accept this invitation to explore with me. So I'm going to have different sounds probably here in this recording because this is real life. I can't control what's happening outside. So any noises that come in to the recording or that you experience in your space, in your home, just allow them to be there. You don't need to change them in any way. Feeling your feet on the floor, your bottom rested on the seat, noticing your tall spine, and just observing how you come to rest. So the week's just beginning for some of us. So just noticing how the body is at the moment. And your breath is going to be breathing. You know, we don't have to force the breath. So just notice how your breathing is at this moment in time. And we're going to make some gentle inquiries. So there are no right or wrong ways to do this. All I ask is that you're as kind and as gentle with yourself. So we're not looking to force and rush and hurry. We're just going to slowly notice what we notice. So the first thing you might notice is my voice. And I might reference different parts of your body as we do this little gentle inquiry. And just notice how you respond to those invitations. So just noticing your left shoulder and how it rests at the moment. Noticing its position and how the left shoulder feels. Notice also the position of your left hand and how your left hand is receiving support from the ground and how it's also supporting your shoulder. And then let's make a little journey to the right shoulder. We'll say hello to the right shoulder and just notice how it's feeling in there today. So again, the right shoulder, notice how the right shoulder rests for you in this moment, not needing to change it in any way, but just notice its position. Notice too its relationship and its connection with your right hand. Notice how the right hand receives support from the ground and how the right hand supports the shoulder. And then bringing a bit more of a general awareness between both shoulders, just noticing how they rest. And again, noticing your hands and their connection back to the ground as they rest on the legs. And then how your hands support the upper part of your back and your shoulders and your upper body. And the breath just flows as we notice these things. So just letting your breath flow in your own rhythm as the inhale arrives, maybe inviting the inhale through the nose. And as you exhale, maybe gently exhaling through the mouth. See how that feels. And then the next inquiry I'm going to offer for you is just notice the activity of your mind. So thoughts will arise, it's only natural. It's quite often the frustration people have when they want to meditate or do mindfulness practices. They just can't because their mind's too busy. But let's see if we can just observe the thoughts as they arise. And we can label that observation as an action. Very soft and gentle with it though. So just notice I'm having a thought and then let it go. So we don't get pulled into the drama around what that thought is relating to. Most of our thoughts are repetitive anyway, and they usually connect us to the past or to the future. But with these practices of meditation that I hope to share with you, we want to cultivate a sense of being more in the now and in the present moment. And I'm going to share different ways of us doing that. But for the moment, we're just feeling our feet on the floor, bottoms on the seats, upper body rested, hands supported, and we're breathing and just noticing what we notice. So now I've mentioned thoughts, maybe you are aware of your thoughts a little bit more, but perhaps you can still have that soft lens of inquiry and just notice that it's a thought arising. And over the weeks we'll talk about how we can perhaps make that a little bit more spacious so that thoughts don't come as quickly. So the breath flows in your own unique rhythm. And then notice any sensations that are unique to you in this moment. So you might feel the temperature of the air against your skin. You might also have sensations in your palms. The palms are open, facing upwards. And if you do, just notice that. Not making it right or wrong. Notice any sounds that are around, drifting into your awareness. How about smells? Perhaps you have some perfume or flowers nearby, candles or incense. Or maybe you can smell food nearby. Maybe you can feel your hands, the weight of your hands on your thighs. So all these different sensations that we can play with in this meditation. And we want to be as light and as playful as we can be when we come to sit. We can put so much focus on doing and kind of putting more emphasis on engaging, I guess, a forcefulness nature. But here we want to be kind to ourselves. And when we cultivate a few moments of awareness, which is what we're doing now, being aware of how we sit, how we feel, the thoughts that arise, not making any of it right or wrong, so just keeping it very simple today. If we do this on a regular basis, we begin to rewire our brains for health. It takes 40 days to develop a habit, and I think at this moment in time it would be a really beautiful habit to share with you and your friends and your family, so you can come back and you can play this short video at any point. I'm going to invite you to open your eyes if you haven't already. I'm going to invite you to wriggle your shoulders. I'm going to give you a little stretch, so lifting your hands up and reaching the palms up towards the ceiling. Exhaling. Inhaling a little stretch. You can wriggle your hips a little bit here from side to side, your ribs from side to side. Exhaling, coming back down. Stretch the eyes and the mouth. And just have a little moment to notice how that feels. So we've been together for 15 minutes. You can come back and you can play this at any point. It will stay on the Facebook page. And on Wednesday I'll share something else with you which will be more physical, so probably something touch massage based. And then Friday, if you go to either my website or the event page here, you'll see the links and the different dates have a different link. So you just need to click on to the Zoom link and we can meditate together on Friday at 12:30. It will run for about half an hour, it might be less, and I'll again just do repetition and I'll share some tips about how I found it a bit easier to get into meditation, because it wasn't always easy, and it is a lifetime practice, but it can really bring some nourishing benefits. So thank you for those who have joined. I've got a little bit of waving from people here. Pop a comment in if you're still online, and yeah, how was that for you? Was it helpful? I know you're probably meditators anyway, looking at your names, but yeah, feel free to share the link if you've got anyone based in the UK or anywhere in the world. I know my family are all over the place, so I'm hoping that I can share a little bit of my work with them too. Thanks, Hilary. Okay, I'll be here on Wednesday at noon. I look forward to sharing more of these lifestyle well-being tips, and if there's anything you would like me to share with you, please ask. I'll do my best if I can to deliver. All right, keep staying well and stay calm. Bye now.